Good Friday morning to Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and this is your outlook for April 10th, 2015. And we're going to finally get rid of this backdoor cold front that has been plaguing us for a couple days now with this very cold weather that's been sticking around, very unseasonably chilly temperatures, with temperatures about 15 or so, maybe in some spots even greater than that, 15 degrees below normal. But we are going to have a warm front that's going to push through this morning. And this, as it moves off to the northeast, before it moves through, you'll be stuck in the cooler temperatures, the clouds, the drizzle, maybe a spotty drizzle. Once it pushes through, you're going to get a very, very quick surge of temperatures, and it's going to rise pretty rapidly behind this warm front. And we'll have temperatures that are going to get up close to 70 degrees in many areas across in the areas they get into the warmth quick enough as the front pushes through. By late morning across most areas, but areas down the south that get into the warmth quicker and may even get a little bit clearing, might even have the sun come out in some areas, will get well into the 70s. This is all going to be ahead of a cold front, and it's going to spoil the party here. This cold front is going to be moving pretty quickly to the east here, and these showers and thunderstorms are moving out ahead of it here. So what does that mean? We're going to go into first the NAM high-res future simulator radar. Let me get back to this image here first. Where was I? Right there. Okay, just going to pick up from that point. Once we get to the next image here. And we're going to go over the NAM high-res future simulator radar now and show you this frontal boundary here. We're looking at 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. These storms are out ahead of this cold front. NAM is not very impressed. Not impressed at all with the amount of the coverage. There's not a huge squall line coming through here. So we're not talking about any widespread severe weather or anything like that. We will have to watch these areas right here that I'm circling, though, however. And these are the parts of our coverage area here, and maybe outside of our coverage area, we're going to have to watch for some stronger, perhaps even isolated severe storms here. I think you have to watch for wind gusts to about 50 miles per hour in most spots, but I would not be surprised if you see something approaching severe limits here as you get a little bit closer to probably Delaware, South Jersey. It's going to depend how the marine influence, which is the air off the ocean, has an influence on these storms, whether they're able to hold intact all the way to the ocean as strong storms here. As we move a little bit further here, we go to about 4 p.m. here. You can see it's not quite gotten over to eastern PA yet. It looks like it's starting to form a line here, but then it just wants to break it apart and break these more isolated thunderstorms here. So these are just isolated, and then another line tries to reform further south. And you can see what I mean here. The NAM's continuing to show that these storms are going to mean business here about 7 o'clock in the evening here down south by Philadelphia and point south and east as they cross in South Jersey. Some pretty wicked storms going on there, and they're taking advantage of the instability that is in place, again, because it had a lot of heating move through there during the day because you see the temperatures here on the NAM here. This is looking at 4 o'clock. Yes, it does get very warm up in these areas, but these areas that are showing in the upper 60s here have only been in the upper 60s for a couple hours. I mean, it rise pretty rapidly from the 40s to the 60s in a matter of 3 or 4 hours. So it's going to be not a lot of time for this to really build up the heat up in these areas. So that's why your best instability is going to be down here in these areas here, because you're going to have temperatures in the into the mid 70s, maybe some upper 70s in the southern Delaware. Wouldn't be surprised to see that. So these areas will be watching for the stronger storm potential, but we'll warm up pretty rapidly here, and then cold front's going to be situated back here at this point. And as we go a little bit further in time here, you can see that moving east here. You see these blues here. These are the 40s moving back in here for overnight lows, but it's all coming in behind this cold front as it pushes offshore. And then we get into Saturday, and it does warm up again on Saturday. We're not going to be extremely cold or anything. I think we're going to get back up to near normal for this time of year. Let's get into the GFS now. Go back and show you this cold front moving offshore. Might be a little bit breezy a little bit on Saturday just for a time. Not overly windy, but winds down 12 to 18 sustained. I could see that happening. And then get into Saturday night and Sunday. This high pressure is going to move in here, give us bright sunny skies for Sunday. Be dry Saturday too, just a little breezy. And then as that moves off, as high pressure moves off the coast here, return flow around this high pressure, conjunction with an approaching cold front, will allow Sunday and Monday to warm up pretty nicely. We're going to hold off the rain here with next front. This is definitely a cold front. You can see there's another one coming through again. Another cold front moving through here, but this is already Monday evening. Hasn't quite got to our coverage area yet. So we're going to hold it off to either late evening or overnight for these showers right now for Monday night into Tuesday. And then I think Tuesday is going to be a clouds giving way to sun type of day with a high pressure moving behind it. So there's just a cold front moving through Monday night, and that's about it. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich, and that is your outlook for April 10th, 2015. Have a great Friday.